Can two numbers add up to 1 and at the same time have a product equal to 1? At first glance, it may seem possible. But when we investigate the problem carefully, we discover a surprising result. Stay until the end to see why this system has no real solutions and how complex numbers come to the rescue. In this video, we will solve the following system of equations: x plus y is equal to 1 and x multiplied by y is equal to 1. We will begin by analyzing whether real solutions exist, and then we will solve the system in the set of complex numbers. Let us first observe that if x times y equals 1 and x plus y is equal to 1 is satisfied, then both real numbers x and y must lie between 0 and 1 whenever they are both positive. In that case, their product would be strictly less than 1. Therefore, if the first equation is satisfied, the second equation cannot be satisfied simultaneously in the set of real numbers. This suggests that the system has no solution in the set of real numbers. We will therefore solve the system in the set of complex numbers. Starting from the equation x plus y is equal to 1, we obtain y is equal to 1 minus x. Now substitute this expression for y into the product equation. Since x multiplied by y is equal to 1, we obtain x multiplied by the quantity 1 minus x is equal to 1. Expanding the left-hand side gives x minus x raised to the power of 2 is equal to 1. Bringing all terms to one side yields x raised to the power of 2 minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation of the form a times x raised to the power of 2 plus b multiplied by x plus c is equal to 0. Here, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1, and c is equal to 1. To solve this quadratic equation, we compute the discriminant delta. Delta is equal to b raised to the power of 2 minus 4 multiplied by a times c. Substituting the values of a, b, and c gives delta is equal to minus 1 raised to the power of 2 minus 4 multiplied by 1 times 1. Therefore, delta is equal to minus 3. Since the discriminant is negative, the equation has no real solutions, but it has two complex solutions. The first solution, denoted x1, is equal to minus b minus the square root of delta, divided by 2 times a. Substituting the values gives x1 is equal to minus 1 minus the square root of minus 3, divided by 2 multiplied by 1. Therefore, x1 is equal to the quantity 1 minus the square root of 3 multiplied by the imaginary unit I, all divided by 2. The second solution, denoted x2, is equal to minus b plus the square root of delta, divided by 2 times a. Substituting the values gives x2 is equal to minus 1 plus the square root of minus 3, divided by 2 multiplied by 1. Therefore, x2 is equal to the quantity 1 plus the square root of 3 multiplied by the imaginary unit I, all divided by 2. Now let us determine the corresponding values of y. Since y is equal to 1 minus x, substituting x1 gives y1 is equal to 1 minus the quantity 1 minus the square root of 3 multiplied by I, all divided by 2. Simplifying, we obtain y1 is equal to the quantity 1 plus the square root of 3 multiplied by the imaginary unit I, all divided by 2. Similarly, substituting x2 gives y2 is equal to 1 minus the quantity 1 plus the square root of 3 multiplied by the imaginary unit I, all divided by 2. Thus, y2 is equal to the quantity 1 minus the square root of 3 multiplied by the imaginary unit I, all divided by 2. Therefore, the two solution pairs are x1 is equal to the quantity 1 minus the square root of 3 multiplied by I, all divided by 2, and y1 is equal to the quantity 1 plus the square root of 3 multiplied by I, all divided by 2. And x2 is equal to the quantity 1 plus the square root of 3 multiplied by I, all divided by 2, and y2 is equal to the quantity 1 minus the square root of 3 multiplied by I, all divided by 2. We have shown that the system cannot be solved in the set of real numbers, but it admits two elegant solutions in the set of complex numbers. This example illustrates how complex numbers allow us to solve equations that have no real solutions. If you learned from this mathematical journey, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with your favorite method for solving systems of equations. Finally, if you truly enjoy this kind of educational content and you want to take your own YouTube journey to the next level, I invite you to check out vidIQ, Using the link in the description, vidIQ is an all-in-one solution designed specifically for YouTube creators. It allows you to schedule and publish posts directly on YouTube, analyze your channel's growth with detailed insights, generate thumbnails, create video scripts, and access a wide variety of other powerful tools all in one place. If you want to support this channel while also boosting your own YouTube performance, getting a subscription to vidIQ is one of the best ways to do it. Just click the link in the description, explore what it can do for you, and start improving your content today. And as always, keep exploring mathematics with a Mathematecher channel, where maths makes sense.